Unknown 9 Awakening. I have no idea what this is, but I do know it's $60. Well, it's an action adventure 3D game. Yes, very helpful. Apparently the devs are playing. Oh, there's chat. Let's take a look at this. Oh boy. Well, it looks like these guys are having fun at least. Well, it only has 56 reviews. That can't be good. Let's see the Steam charts. Oh no. Oh no. It wasn't supposed to go down like this. All right. Well, you know why we're here. Let's read the forums. Tishan with a new thread titled 285 all-time peak online. Sweet Baby Inc. did their job very well with a lunar 2019 emote. Id, a bunch of numbers, familiar name, writes, the outcome of Unknown 9 was known to everyone apart from the 9C execs that made it. Thetis writes, this is normal these days. Woke game bombs, dev calls the customers ists and phobics, and Trump supporters for not buying the game. Rinse and repeat. No accountability, no admittance of failure, no promise to do better next time. Just deflection and blaming the customers for not liking their product. Hula Girl 86 writes, false. This does not include the billions of people playing this on Xbox, PS5 Pro, and streaming services. Can we get a player count on Google Stadia? Mace Lupo, familiar name, replies to that and says, it must be at minimum quadrillions that play that game on a toaster. Lamb Talks with a new thread titled, Dear Customer, we will sell this game to you for $50. $40? What do you need my $30 for? I can't believe AAA devs that I believed in are demanding my last $20 for a game meant for me, the modern audience. You will be hearing about that $10 refund you owe me, you bigoted hypocrites. Mace Lupo with a new thread titled, This game is chud-phobic. Such bigotry. Oh my. Liranan writes, they've definitely owned the chuds with their triple-digit player count. Helen with a new thread titled, A game flopped and you're laughing? Really? Cause it's not like the devs have families to feed. Cause it's not like all Sweet Baby wanted was to tell stories. Cause it's not like femme, BIPOC, LGHDTV plus main characters needed more representation. Cause it's not like people are gonna lose their precious jobs over this. Cause it's not like the devs' families and children are gonna have to spend Christmas without presents. Cause it's not like this game had strong potential to start a strong IP. Cause it's not like you guys are just anti-womanism, right? Crafen117 with a deep cut. He writes, I mean, I just really like steak. Berries and Cream, another familiar name, writes, this saddens me so much. The cruelty, the wicked intentions towards this dev in the game. Truly villainous. Revenge R writes, OP is stupid. No, it's not cause all of that. It's cause the dev team didn't make a product that appeals to the major audience. It appeals only for modern audience, which does not exist. I am a type writes, jobs of real human beings are at stake. Yes, another reference to that. That's got to be a broader reference that I don't understand. Because what I think he's referencing is that one thread on the Concord forums like all that time ago. Because what I think he's referencing is that Victor Izov guy on the Concord board, but he may have been referencing something else. And I'm late to the meme. That's okay. I can still laugh at it. And so can you. You have my permission. We're in on the joke, guys. Here's another one. Blaine writes, children are a stake on Christmas. I agree. Danny the Hero writes, it's a troll post. There isn't a single real supporter on here. Literally everyone were just baiting trolling. Boo! Danny the Hero is telling everybody to stop having fun. Is he right though? Does anybody actually own the game in this thread? Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's try and find anybody in here that owns it. Does anybody actually own the game? There's 4 pages and I'm on page 3 and I don't see any mouse icons yet. OP doesn't own the game, obviously. No, not one person owns the game. So everybody is just like a community gathering, completely irrelevant to the game itself. Everybody showed up here just to have some fun. Vidal with a new thread titled, I identify as non-binary. I'm not modern enough for this. And Vidal got a whole bunch of awards for this. Only one clown, but 118 hilarious stickers. He kind of cleaned house. This resonated apparently. Berries and Cream writes, please know this game needs our support. 4 clowns for you, sir. Tricky Mickey writes, Unbuying 9. Wokening. Yet now, since that last thread, I'm looking for mouse icons. I don't see any. Nobody actually owns the game. Spawless Berry writes, if Concord, Dustborn, and Euden Chronicles had a baby, this wouldn't be it because they would have terminated it. Gonna call this company Band-Aid Numco from now on. Lol. I know Kung Fu writes, I identify as bored of threads like this and missing when Steam forums were about discussing the game. Well, see, here's the issue with that. Let's go to a Steam forum of a game that people like. Like, let's try the Outer Wilds. I just got done playing this game. It's really good, by the way. I really liked it. Let's go to the community hub and let's see the discussions. Looks like this is about the game. Even the negative post. Some guy just didn't like the game very much. And look at this. It's good discussions about the actual game itself. Let's try another one. Here's Halo Infinite, a game that, well, we'll say it's mixed reception at best. Not everybody likes this game. And yet all these threads are about the game itself, even the negative ones. Let's go here. I'm against Halo's future and Unreal Engine. Look at this. And all these posts are, oh, well, people are accusing it of being a clown farm, but it's mostly on topic. People are mostly talking about the subject than about the game. However, in games like Unknown 9 Awakening, yeah, you are gonna see most of the threads are like this, partly because, well, let's go back here. Nobody's playing the game. If nobody's playing the game, then nobody can talk about the game. So it's just gonna be a gathering for people like me and people like, I assume, the people watching this video to just go in and have a laugh. I don't know, I'm taking this too serious. Let's move on. Fighting Priest replies to I Know Kung Fu and says, another post and another reminder you still haven't bought the game. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Let's go, where is it? Where's the tab? Here. The crop's messed up, but, well, you can see here, you can get Unknown 9 Awakening if you buy an AMD Ryzen and Radeon card or something, but it comes with a graphics card for free. You also get Warhammer Space Marine, so I imagine people are playing that game, but you do get this game for free. So people en masse have received this game for free, and it has this many people playing it right now. Awesome. So every time you see a mouse icon, it might mean that they got the bundle and the graphics cards. They may not have even paid any money for it. Diminutive writes, please enlighten us with your experience with the game then. Otherwise, you're just poking the anti-woke chuds you talk so much about as bait. Haggy replies to I Know Kung Fu writes, cope more, imbecile. Waka Waka writes, wow, you got a lot of awards. You won the game. The real game was to farm medals on this discussion board. We were all fools all along. They never expected anyone to play the game after all. Wait, we're all fools all along. I haven't bought the game, and I don't see any mouse icons in this thread. I haven't, you know, let's canvas here. Let's see if anybody in this thread actually bought the game. My guess is no. Take your bets, gentlemen. Any mouse icons? Are we gonna see just one? Just give me one. Nope, I'm on page 7 and nobody owns the game yet. I'm giving up. Nobody actually owns the game, guys. Vidal, the OP writes, I profited more from this post than Bandai Namco did with this game. I Know Kung Fu writes, better than the chuds poking each other all day on a Steam forum they don't intend to buy anything of. What? The syntax is okay. Sure. Also like to note that I Know Kung Fu does not own the game. Deep Eyes replying to Kung Fu writes, still don't own the game. Dreamend writes, Concord 2.0. Arndell. Oh no. Arndell did some digging and writes, I think he might just be a dedicated stir lol to spend the last 3 hours solely dedicated to defending DEI politics in this game. Well, as you like to point out in a few of his posts, he does not own. Just for him to go to the main Steam forum and suggest people who don't own the game shouldn't be allowed to post. I'm not sure if this is just textbook hypocrisy of the left or if he's just having a laugh and setting fires. And he links to this thread where it's the all discussions. I Know Kung Fu writes, force people to own the game if they want to make a topic or comment on the forum. Games like Unknown 9 and Silent Hill 2 get targeted by weird YouTubers for having ugly characters, and the forums are completely unusable for almost the entire first month of the game's release. Steam forums have been crap like this for way too long. Oh, what? I own it on PS5 Pro. Kung Fu. Stop being bigoted towards PS5 Pro players. All right, we're in too deep, boys. We're backing out. We got to go back. Alti, who was was banned writes, "Sar, please redeem game." Lennon replying to Kung Fu writes, "You can just DM all the 100 players if you really want to do that." Excuse me, bigot? I guess it's 138, so yeah, never mind. Jim Sid 759, who was banned, writes, "And reported for istophobic thread. Cheers." Well, you got a clown out of that, so it's not all bad. Jim Sid 759. Berries and Cream writes, "No respect for gendermancer polyfluid players. This saddens me." Jim Sid 759 writes, "And reported." Berries and Cream, "Please, sir, no, don't do this." All right, well, Jim Sid 759 is writing entire dissertations on gender affirming care. He's spending a lot of time writing up walls of text, but he did write something funny. So he's being called out for being a troll and posting everywhere, spamming all these different forums. And in response, he says, "I participate in many communities where I try to clean up forums, including Dustborn and Concord and Flintlock. It was about time some user took action to clean up those forums from your cult." You know what action you could take if you really wanted to stick it to the chuds? You could buy the game. It's a nice troll. I appreciate it. It's just a little too time consuming for me. Like, if you're gonna troll, you can't spend like 4 full days trolling. It's like 30 minutes tops and then you, I don't know, move on with your life. That's just me though. That's why no one will remember my name. Jim Sid 759 writes, "Diverse and inclusive games over your genocidal and anti-diversity agenda, and we'll keep fighting until these forums are cleaned from people like you." Jim Sid 759 once again writes, "I am commenting with my main account as well, Jim Sid, but it has been spam reported by your cult to silence me. Didn't work out." Well, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Jim Sid 759, his admitted sock account was banned. I'm pretty sure admitting to ban evasion is a bannable offense, so ironically, that's what got him. Darth Bane with a new thread titled, "I love Sweet Baby Inc. I just came over from Reset Era and I'm super excited to see a new game with SBI involvement. I hope it includes a lot of representation. SBI forever." Mo Fuji writes, "Go back to Twitter farming. No clowns to be farmed on Twitter, sir." Darth Bane writes, "Twitter is too fascist. I'd rather be on Reset Era and Reddit. Democracy without any haters." Yeah, that's how democracy works. Everybody gets a vote except for the haters. They can... God, I can't. Couldn't even get the line out. Chauvin1 writes, "Your Steam level is level 0. Opinion rejected. And you don't even have the game. Get a life." Darth Bane writes, "75 players? What happened?" Gestalt writes, "People are pirating the game. 500,000 pirate copies." Midnight Fen 88 writes, "We are the Republic of Chuds, and we're here to stay. Like it or not, we are Legion." Mace Lupo writes, "All glory to Chudzilla the Great." Talon writes, "You are a fake cell. You have felt the loving embrace of a woman. You are vanished from Chudtopia. Please never return." Mount Jeeves with a new thread titled, "Why You Are Here. You're upset. What a surprise that the free speech crowd are hysterical over differing opinions from their own. Make no mistake, this is exactly why you are here. You are either a troll or seriously lacking in media literacy / critical thinking. Pick your poison, SJW or DEI, etc. I honestly don't care what meaningless buzzword slurs you come up with next, or that you get off on sharing similar fragile opinions with your fellow goobers. Choosing to attack the game on low numbers is a low IQ take. You've picked the lowest hanging fruit. Congrats! Like that sort of thing even matters. It's a take that is meant to dishearten the devs, nothing more. Good luck with that. Cannot even think of what else you crybabies are mad about other than the disingenuous, pathetic excuses I have listed above. I'd be happy to argue with anyone that thinks differently or even just genuine criticisms of the game, which do exist. But so far, all arguments I've had have not been in earnest. See you in the comments." First reply, Bushy writes, "Yes, I am here to gatekeep and dab on these failures. You are not welcome in gaming. Deal with it." Triple A RTM writes, "Not as low and IQ take as claiming it's a good game with such low numbers. We see you, Kamala. Scrubwave, replying to Mount Jeeves, writes, you could literally own the chuds right now if you just bought the game and played it. Zekros writes, I'm here for entertainment, not from the game, but from its failure. Ace Balthazar gets a clown, writes, I hope you get all the clown awards you deserve for your trolling efforts. Yeah, well, Mount Jeeves did, 19 of them. Read them and weep. Check the scoreboard. Somebody with a Korean handle, I think that's Korean, writes, yeah, they're all istophobic. Only reason they are here. He was banned. Boo-how Tricky writes, copy pasta bait. Saw this on the Concord forums too. Well, I didn't, but maybe there's some recent activity there I'm not up to date with. Maybe I ought to go check. Diminutive writes, it's kind of like a car crash. You can't help but watch. Though in this case, we already know when and where it will happen, so we were just enjoying this pre-planned show. I know what you were thinking. What type of sick person would just watch it happen and not say anything to prevent it? That's just it. We did warn them massively. They ignored it. Those they did respond to were met with bans. So now we are watching this crash happen in real time, and the devs/pubs only have themselves to blame. Sad thing is, instead of recognizing the real problem, they will probably flood social media with how it's the gaming community's fault for being istophobics, otherists. I'm sorry for that last one. So no one learns from this, which means soon enough we'll be watching another crash that keeps repeating until the investors pushing a message run out of money and the devs/pubs happy to push it get ran out of the business. Deep Eyes writes, I'm here because the discussion topic about this game is far more appealing than the game itself. Dara writes, SBI, more like go home guy, j. Our Panzergott writes, free speech crowd is expressing their free speech in a pseudo public forum by laughing at a failed product they dislike. Something that should be the right of every living being to express their opinion safely. Hey, but I'm glad you and the 20 people who bought the game can enjoy something. I know Kung Fu. We've seen him before, writes, Steam numbers became the new religion of billions of people after Concord, sadly. Billions? I had no idea this was such a lucrative, untapped market. Sayerden writes, chill man, I'm just happy to be involved. Yeah, same here. I'm just happy to be included. I know Kung Fu. Anti-woke chuds. Make your own game. They make their own game. Anti-woke chuds. Conform to our ideas of what the game should be. Many such cases. Oh, so let's refresh. Oh no, it went down. How could this have happened? Unsound with a new thread titled, My wife's boyfriend is making fun of me for buying 10 copies. Guys, can we show some support for this game so I can shove it in Adam's face that I have good taste? I don't want to let the chuds win. Hashtag rise up. Well, Unsound, you don't own the game, unfortunately. It's on PS5 Pro though, guys. The PS players will save Unknown 9 Awakening. SLC Punk writes, bot bait, report, and he was banned. Dark X's writes, is that you, Destiny? HBK with a new thread titled, no modern audience, and then an ASCII art megamind. Coach Aprax writes, Steam has 132 million monthly active users worldwide. The modern audience came to play the game, all 260 of them. XDDD, kanji handle, writes, modern audiences prefer spending money on chemical castration and, oh god, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Mr. John Wick with a new thread titled, Unknown 9 topics and threads need to be locked down by the mods. Most of the threads are egregious brigades from the likes of 4chan, 9gag, etc., and harassing the developers over consultancy firms. I really do think Steam support and the developers needs to lock down the threads because it is drowning out discussion of the game from the people who want to have genuine discussions about Unknown 9. I was gonna call him out, but it looks like AAA RTM already did. He writes, genuine discussions like from non-buyers like you? If that happened, non-buyers like you wouldn't have anyone to talk to. In before, bought it on PS5. No, you didn't, because it wasn't free. Excuse me, AAA RTM. The PlayStation numbers will save Unknown 9. It's gonna happen. And you will be left seething and coping in your chud cave. VCobe writes, because most interesting part and most fun part of this game is forum meme about this game, not the game itself. Haven Harpy, we recognize his name, writes, Ah, yes. I too have come from 9gag to troll this one specific forum for no reason whatsoever, with a Risk of Rain 2 emote. Blaine writes, threads like this, coming from Tumblr and Blue Sky, need to be locked down for harassing people voicing their concerns about the game and its creators. Children are a stake. Oh my god, everybody. You might want to sit down because I have breaking news. We have found somebody that owns the game. Germality has Unknown 9 Awakening. He writes, for a few years now, every single forum is just overloaded with troll sheeple idiots spamming brainless garbage, and the quote-unquote moderators only ban people that call the trolls out. The mods are useless garbage and the entire Steam community has turned to trash. I'm just like in shock. I'm in awe. Somebody actually bought the game. So shout out to Germality. You are the only person that has actually put your money where your mouth is. Kalimari Deserth writes, great outcome. Gamers win again. Senshi Oo writes, see you in the Dragon Age Veilguard forums, brother. O Santo with a new thread titled, like it or not, we wokes won with 3 rainbow emojis. Your group can try to make fun of this little indie game, can mention Concord as if it were an absolute victory, but admit it, we wokes have already won. The industry is already ours. All the studios kneel down and spend millions making games thinking about pleasing us, and yet you think you're special? With the exception of a few Oriental games, all the games you're waiting for will be molded to our taste. GTA 6 will be woke. Halo will be woke. Elden Scrolls will be woke. Stop wasting your time fighting the inevitable. Wouldn't it be easier to simply accept this brave new world? O Santo does not own the game, and I would like to point out a nice little detail. I'm not sure if you picked up on it, but the W in woke is capitalized. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? What a nice little Easter egg. Kanji writes, yeah, I'm pretty sure Concord was a success on the PlayStation. So much so that Sony announced it was shutting down on the 10th day. Vlaine writes, don't look at the numbers. Bad sales are actually good sales. The director of Kenzara Zao was spinning the same yarn right before laying off the whole company. Delusion is a hell of a drug. Berries and cream is he's just putting his hand in every single cookie jar he can find. Don't think I forgot about you in the Concord board, sir. But at least he's getting the gestures out of it. Berries and cream writes, well said. Same thing when people use the Steam numbers argument. It's a fallacy and oversimplification. Just taking Steam numbers as main metric to judge success or failure and completely ignoring other platforms like Epic, GOG, and consoles. BG3, all the Life is Strange titles, Horizon, the new Spider-Man games, The Last of Us games, God of War Ragnarok, etc., and more are games with great reviews, have much diversity and inclusion, yet the only thing that matters is attacking Unknown 9 and SBI titles. Blaine writes, oh, it's a troll post. Can't believe I fell for that. Good one. Jester be upon you. O Santo, the OP, writes, if you keep acting like a clown, I'll go to the US and vote for Kamala. Brill Babix writes, your weird mental issues do not make for good games. Blaze01 with a new thread titled, bigotry and istophobism have prevailed. I hope you're happy. Your hate and intolerance have crushed the dreams of a small developer who just wanted to share a beautiful story and epic adventures with us all. But now, that's no longer possible because you chose chaos over creativity. This is on you. Don't forget that. All the bandwagoning and unwarranted hate towards Sweet Baby Inc. For what reason? The game did nothing wrong. You couldn't accept having a well-dressed female character in the game, despite the sea of other titles featuring barely clothed, unrealistic characters. Don't you get it? Real people's livelihoods are at stake. Oh, come on. You were right there. This is heartbreaking, but hey, some of you will probably celebrate this tragic outcome, right? Blaze01, I feel like a broken record at this point, but he does not own the game. Dusk of Ulasile writes, if you're bad at your job, you do deserve to lose your job. It's that simple. If you're a game developer and make a bad game, you're bad at your job. Find another one. Go be a truck driver or something. Dasivalt writes, God please no. We'd never get anything delivered. They'd be too busy complaining about the microtransactions microaggressions of transporting cabbages and how to decolonize them by dipping them in pink paint. Andre Gahn writes, I watched a video about womanists complaining that farming was istophobic because I heart you not. It was hard work and hard work is for men. The joke you made is more real than you might think. Yasaval replies to that and says, you know what they say. The good jokes are always grounded in some reality. They're so beyond absurd at this point, you can make any satirical content you want, and you can bet that some wokey has argued in favor of it. They're a walking meme. If you're not familiar with it, now would be a great time to Google Poe's Law. Ghost Bear writes, but I was told this game wasn't for me. So why are you upset that I did not buy it? You're still supposed to buy it. Chud. BLA01 writes, people who don't buy games because of DEI, SBI aren't actually gamers and are paranoid beyond belief. No true Scotsman. There's berries and cream again. You've already gotten a whole bunch of clowns, brother. You've already won. You can go home now. Bushy with a new thread titled, oh no, Chudsters, we were wrong. It's skyrocketing to 200 players. 187 in game. Will it break the 200 player ceiling and rival Wukong? NeoVict writes, that's it. The modern audience won. We are done. Berries and cream. Oh, there's his horde. You did it. Yes, you won. You beat the game. 265 clowns. I can only imagine what you wrote to earn all this. Berries and cream with a new thread titled, bigotry and istophobism have won. I hope you are happy. All the hate and istophobism have destroyed the hopes and dreams of a small dev who just wanted to share a great story and adventures with all of us, but now that won't be possible because you wanted to cause chaos and watch the world burn. You did this. Don't forget it. All the bandwagoning and this SBI hate for what? This game did nothing wrong. Couldn't let this game have a female dressed like a decent person despite having so many games with your generic half-naked and unrealistic Korean tune? Don't you get it? People's jobs are at stake. Yes! Say the line, Bart! This saddens me so much, but hey, gotta celebrate such a tragic situation, right? Now I understand Alyssa Mercant. She was right all along. Edit. Yeah, keep laughing, go ahead. When Square stops making games for PC, who's gonna laugh? I thought y'all wanted to play with hot females, so go ahead. Leave Unknown 9 alone and go play your Stellar Blade anime whatever. Edit 2. Most important thing in games is storytelling, mechanics, gameplay, not how the character looks like. You know that the actress has feelings? Making fun of the model and her appearance is so cruel, so villainous, so awful. Seriously, this isn't funny. Unknown 9 Awakening is a gem and will remain like that. It's already a cult classic. Many failed to appreciate its majesty, but rest assured, more tolerant players will enjoy such a magnificent experience. It's just a matter of time before the rest realize its greatness. This is for you, Berries and Cream. This is all for you, bud. You did it. You beat the game. And everybody else loves it. Yes, I laugh. Oh my God, 76 pages. Oh no, bro. 1,000 comments. Wow. You kicked the hornet's nest with this one, Berries and Cream. This might be your greatest work yet. All right, well, he indicated somebody answered the question. We're gonna read this post. All right, let's just read it right here. You ready? Miss Stoats writes, it's heartbreaking to see how the situation has escalated. Games are about storytelling, creativity, and connecting with players. And it's sad that the focus has shifted to something so negative. Developers pour their hearts and souls into creating these worlds, and it's disheartening when their work is overshadowed by hate and criticism that seems to miss the bigger picture. It's true that characters should be more than their appearance. Their depth, emotions, and stories should be what resonate with us, not superficial judgments. We often forget that there are real people behind these games, from the developers to the actors, and treating them with such cruelty is unfair and unnecessary. In the end, we all lose when creators are silenced by this kind of negativity. I hope that we can all take a step back and recognize the effort that goes into bringing these stories to life and appreciate the hard work. Rather than tearing it down, let's focus on what truly matters, the joy of gaming, the adventures, and the stories, instead of fueling division. I agree with you, Miss Stoats. But now, did Miss Stoats buy the game? Take your bets, gentlemen, because we're about to find out. Oh my God, Miss Stoats bought the game! Look at that, we found another unicorn. He owns the game. Oh no, is that a post in earnest? I thought he was trolling. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, well, I think we should move on. There's way too many. I'm not going through all these comments. Nope, we're moving on. Next thread. Little girl with a Chris Chan profile picture with a new thread titled LGHD TV QI++ community loves Unknown 9 Awakening. Purple heart, rainbow emoji. I want to express my sincere gratitude for your unwavering support of the LGHD TV community. Heart, your commitment to fostering an inclusive and accepting environment not only uplifts those within the community, but also sets a powerful example for others to follow. Your actions are a testament to the values of equality and respect, and they resonate deeply with those who believe in a world where everyone can live authentically. Thank you for standing with the LGHD TV community and for being a champion of diversity and inclusion. Rainbow heart. I'm pretty sure this is copy pasta, but the Chris Chan profile picture, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That adds another layer of worthy of being read to me. Rejected by Anthony Davis writes, thank you to ChatGPT. Thank you to Control C, Control V. Marlo33 says, thanks OP. This gave me a good laugh this morning with my coffee. Is this the millennial version of reading the morning paper with your coffee before you go to work? You know, because boomers, they go out, get the paper, and they sip their coffee in their bathrobes as they, you know, I don't know, get 10-15 minutes of free time before they leave for work. But this is the millennial version, is reading stuff like this and having a laugh. All right, last thread by The Real Chim Shady with a new thread titled, please SAR, please buy games SARS. Company do the needful. They need gift card. Amazon, please do not redeem. All right, that's it. I'm done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Got a nice cheap laugh out of it, but that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.